Hi everybody, today we want to have a look at the short vowel sound O and the long vowel sound U. First of all, the short vowel sound O. You can see the symbol here, O, and the pronunciation is O, O, O. Here are some example words. Good, sugar, wood. Now, wood might be a surprise to some of you because there are 3 letters, O-U-L, and really it's just one sound, O. So the L is completely silent. I'm going to repeat them all. Good, sugar, wood. All 3 words have a short O sound. Now, let's have a look at the typical spelling. The good news is that usually it is spelled with a U letter. Here are some more examples. Sugar, full, put, push, pull, insurance. I'll repeat. Sugar, full, put, push, pull, insurance. All of these words are spelled with a U, and the U letter is pronounced with an O sound. Sometimes, however, O could also be spelled with double O. This can also be a typical spelling. Here are some example words. Good, cook, took, book, look, neighborhood. I know that some of you might think, 2 O's, that looks like it's a long sound. Sometimes 2 O's can be long, and we'll see this later on. But here, all of those words, the double O is a short O. So it's not good or cook, no. Good, cook, took, book, look, neighborhood. Now, there are some exceptions. Sometimes we have the spelling O-U-L. We had this earlier with the word would. And then sometimes we could also have the spelling O. Let's have a look at some examples. Here are 3 modal verbs, all spelled with O-U-L, and the pronunciation is O. Would, should, could. I said them the wrong way around. I'm going to repeat. Would, could, should. So really there are only 3 sounds in each of these words. W, O, D, K, O, D, and the last one is sh, O, D, should. I know should has a lot more letters than sounds. And then last but not least, we have the word woman. So here it's an O sound as well. The long vowel sound U. Pronunciation U. 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 For example, room, new, use. Now, what is the typical spelling? Okay, this is when it can become a little bit confusing because here the typical spelling can also be double O. Here are some examples. Room, cool, pool, school, boots. I know you probably wonder, okay, when do I know that double O is U and when do I know that double O is an U sound? You really have to learn it. Expose yourself to a lot of English, spoken English, listen to English, because that's the only way to learn it really. I'm going to repeat them one more time. Room, cool, pool, school, boots. And I want to also mention that the word room is sometimes pronounced as room with a short U sound, depending on the accent of the English speaker. The other words are all a long U. Another typical spelling for U is EW. For example, few, new, new. These two words have actually got the same pronunciation. The spelling is different, the meaning is different, but the sound is the same. And then flew, blue, nephew. I'm sure that you know most of these words. So the pronunciation here is a long U. Sometimes there's a little y appearing as well. Few is f-y-u, few. New, new, flew, blue, nephew. So the way I pronounce them, a bit more of a British pronunciation, few, new, new, and nephew all have a little y appearing between the first consonant and then the U sound. There's a little y appearing. If you wonder why this happens, have a look at my other video on connected speech where we talk about intrusion with y. Now let's have a look at another typical spelling pattern for U, and that is also the spelling U, just like we had before, I'm afraid. Here are some examples. Human, use, mute, rule, YouTube, iTunes. Now, the last 5 words actually have something in common. If you have a look at the spelling pattern, all of those have the spelling U plus a consonant. So here, for example, S in use or T in mute. And then they are followed by an E. And the pronunciation, therefore, for the U is a long U. Use, mute, rule, YouTube, and iTunes. And of course, many more that I have not listed here. Alright, but there are quite a lot of exceptions that follow a lot of different spelling patterns. So I've just listed some exceptions in forms of words and not spelling patterns because there's so many different ones. But I think you know these words, so let's just go over their correct pronunciation with the sound U. Do, loose, blue, shoe, suit, juice, through. So here again we've got 4 letters, O-U-G-H. It's only one sound, U, through. And Q, K-Y-U, Q. Once more. Do, loose, blue, shoe, suit, juice, through, and Q. Very good. Test yourself. Which word does not contain U? Cool, pool, school, good, choose. The correct answer is good. Good has a short U sound. Test number 2. Which word does not contain U? Do, book, should, push, woman, look. And the correct answer is do. Do has a long U sound. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel to learn more about English pronunciation and to improve your speaking fluency.